We're getting it right now. Welcome back. We're going 4 wide here. So quick backstory on the carbon tax issue, because we talked about it with Mike Epple a little bit. About, 9 days ago now? Something like that? Our Prime Minister, fairly out of nowhere, after standing firm on the carbon tax in this country since being elected basically in 2015, and after facing a lot of pressure from Atlantic Canada, because heating oil is a fairly large emitter of carbon, and it's getting expensive for people in Atlantic Canada, our Prime Minister said, for the next 3 years, we're pausing that. So, great for Atlantic Canada. The rest of the country saying, what about us? So yesterday in the House of Commons, Pierre Poilievre, the federal leader of the Conservatives, tabled a motion that would have given the rest of the country for a while a similar exception to that rule. The NDP of all parties jumped on board there. The Liberals and the Bloc Québécois, however, voted it down. The visual of this is also what's making some news today. Avalon MP Ken McDonald from Newfoundland and Labrador was seen in the House of Commons while voting, and we have it for you here. And some are saying he gave the middle finger to the Conservative caucus on the other side.
Wait a minute.
No, we're going tight here. It's quick, but boy, was it divisive. Is it an itch, or is it something way more than that? That is what's up for debate here. Now, before we go around the room, the reaction this got in the House, and I don't have to remind you, there's been some odd things going on in our House of Commons over the last month and a half or so. This was received in a very unique way. Listen to this.
He gave the finger to the senior choosing between heating and eating. He gave the finger to all those struggling to make ends meet in an unaffordable Canada. He gave the finger to all Canadians watching.
I scratch the side of my head with 2 fingers. So if they think it's 1 finger, that's up to them. They can take it how they like.
Did he just do it again?
Yeah.
He's just itchy.
He just did it. He did it twice.
His head's itchy.
He did. Okay.
It's a sensitive spot.
Fingergate in the House of Commons. Melissa Duggan.
Well,
did he have an itch to scratch or not?
We got to watch it so many times there, over and over again, and I couldn't help but notice. I don't know if we could show it one more time. The little smirk he has when he's sitting down.
Yes.
Go on, Melissa.
I don't know, like the really close one. You could see just as he's about to sit down. There's a little smirk.
I think it's the
there.
next shot.
And that's what I'm like.
There it is.
Here we
Wait
go.
for it. Wait for it. Little smirk.
Boom.
Was
This is a better shot. I forgot we had it.
that. Here it
The
is.
tightest one.
Here it goes.
There, and the
And
the giggle. Yeah.
So maybe Hugh, I don't know, it's a little cheeky, that look at the end there. I don't know. I mean, he's denying it. He said he's not doing it. Okay, fine. And what's the big deal anyway? But I don't know. I think there was a little smirk there.
Devo Brown?
I'm with you on the smirk. I saw that. That was a very arrogant kind of smile at the end there. I don't know him from anybody, but I do know in the UK, 2 fingers means 1 finger. So
I made that mistake once. I almost got
because I would be like, yeah, well, what up, man? Good to see you. And they're like, no, no, no.
Yeah.
Napata peace signs, because it
Especially
doesn't.
if you flip it the other way.
Right.
That's
and
not good over
And
there.
that's the way his hand was. So maybe it was 2 fingers. That we can all agree with.
We can't. No. They were saying, yeah, I'm
2
with you.
fingers. But the intention.
Smirk. Yes or no? Factor. Smirk for you?
100%. But that's what I'm saying. The UK side of things, the
Yeah,
2
that's true.
fingers.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe
You're right.
Newfoundland's a little closer to the UK than the rest of Canada.
I see that logic. Well, I see the smirk, and then also someone who is marrying into a Newfoundlander family. He's from the Rock. That might happen there. I'm saying that smirk and being a Newfoundlander, the combination. I'm seeing I'm seeing intention there. Yeah.
I'm hearing more unison than I thought I'd hear on this dais right now. Again, that's an MP who was all over our Prime Minister to give this break to Atlantic Canada. Got the break at some serious political capital to our Prime Minister, and in the vote, I don't think that argument that he's doing that to the rest of the Canada is a wrong argument. I didn't like that at all. I think he knew exactly what he was doing. The smirk is everything to me. While your constituents got happy and you got closer to a re-election seat, despite the fact he's very behind in the polls right now, like a lot of liberals, to do that on top of that vote, all I'll say is, one day this Liberal Party is going to have a lot of explaining to do. It's not now. It's not next month. Supply and confidence agreement with the NDP, although it looked a little shaky yesterday. I don't know when this is coming. I don't know when this is coming. I'm really, really looking forward to this discussion because we need to have a really long talk in this country about what's happening, why it's happening, entitlement, and arrogance. That's what elections are for. I have an itch, but I'm not going to scratch it right now. We're going to take a break.